Hi there, I'm Mike Brach. I'm here to talk with you today about an important topic, stance basics. In boxing, Parkinson boxing, and martial arts, regardless of the topic or area of practice, we really want to emphasize footwork. There's an old saying, footwork is the foundation, and without a good foundation, you're going to be in a world of trouble. And the good news too is the more we practice our footwork and the more we practice our stance basics, the better our mobility can be. So you can get better for your fighting training, and you can also get really good dynamic balance work, balancing while moving, or you can just keep things steady and hold them still and work on your ability to stand for a longer period of time and your static balance, balance while you're standing still. So I'm going to go over a couple basic things with you, and my hope is you'll be able to use this video, watch it over and over to guide your practice at home. Because class is just the minimum. Coming to boxing class is just the bare minimum, and if you really want to get better and better and better, you're going to need to do more on your own time at home. So hopefully this can help you out. So let's think about this. Typically in boxing or in fighting, if you're a right-handed fighter, for instance, you're going to have that as your power side, your right-hand side. That foot is going to be back. So we start out with your feet about shoulder width apart, and then we bring your left foot forward just a bit. Make sure you keep your back up straight. Make sure you've got a slight bend in your knees, and that way your weight is in the center. If you're leaning, you're at risk for falling over because the fancy way of saying it is your center of mass is outside of your base of support. So in boxing training and in martial arts and fight training in general, the wider the stance, the more stable you're going to be. That also means you'll move a little bit slower, but that's okay. So we want to make sure your feet are at least shoulder width apart. And if you're right-handed, as I said earlier, your right leg will be back just a bit. And that puts you in a really good position for when your hands are up. You can see how if the left foot is forward, the left hand is just a little bit closer to a target. So you can see how you'd have just a little bit faster jab and a little bit faster ability to come off of that jab. And that way you can really turn your whole body in for a nice powerful punch like a cross to really add some emphasis. So since we're training for boxing, whether it be boxing for movement disorders or for martial arts or whatever your case may be, want to make sure you've got nice wide base of support, good active bend in the knees to keep those quad muscles firing. Keep your back up straight so you can see what's coming at you, and that way you're not leaning one side or the other. You're ready to go. And I always like to make sure your hands are up high. Typically I see people as the round goes on or as the training goes on, their hands start to go down here. And what are you blocking down here? Not much. So I often joke with our fighters, we want to stay pretty. And we really want to stay pretty, so we want to protect the face. So keep the hands up, and that way you get really good work too, keeping your shoulder blades back and down, keep your elbows in. So you're ready to go here. So we've got your left foot forward, we've got your right foot back. What's going on with the knees? That's right, they're slightly bent. You're right. So we keep them slightly bent, and now we're in a really good stance. And just standing like this for time might be enough for you to get a good workout, depending on where you are in your fitness. But I want to do a couple basic footwork drills with you so that way you can practice this stuff even more at home. So you can see how if we're going to move forward, if we're going to approach an opponent, we can take a big step with the front leg, which kind of keeps our weight back so we can see what's coming, and then take a half step up with the back leg. So big step with the front foot, half step with the back foot, big step with the front foot, half step with the back foot, big step with the front foot, half step with the back foot. Hey, now I'm up close to you. But don't worry, we're going to start going backward. And if you're doing this at home, make sure that your floor is clear of all clutter. I don't want you to trip on anything. So keep your hands up And just like as we were moving forward earlier, you can see how if we're going to step backwards, the foot that's closest in the direction we're going will lead the way. So in this case, if I'm in a right-handed stance, what's going to lead the way? Well, my right foot's going to lead the way. So I'm going to take a big step back with the right foot, half step up. So let's do it. So let's resume where we were. Hey there, we're up close again. Big step, half step. Back foot leads the way, front foot follows. Back foot, front foot. Back foot, front foot, back foot, front foot. The other good thing too is if you were in the ring, you might be able to feel the edge of the ring with your foot. Or if you're training somewhere in a confined space, as you take that big step back, well, my foot's going to hit the wall before my back or my head does. So that's a very good thing for safety. So let's do a couple of these. Forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, we're up extreme close up. And then we'll go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your hands up. Shoulder blades back. Weight is where? In the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Again, forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you notice how whether I'm going forward or whether I'm going backward, I always maintain this staggered stance, and the goal here is to always maintain this width in your footwork. That way you've got more balance. And that's part of why this is such invigorating activity, because our legs are always active, our calf muscles are always slightly stretched. So if you watched the gastroc video earlier, you know you're always using the gastroc muscle when you're walking or when you're stepping. And this way, rather than stepping up close where we're starting to get all wobbly, we're maintaining our staggered stance. So let's try going side to side. Same thing's going to apply. Let's start out with your power side back, other foot forward. Feet are how wide? At least shoulder width. Hands are where? Are they down here? Are they here? No, they're up here. Thank you. Okay, so if we're going to go to the right, what foot are we going to move first? Well, if we look to the right foot's already partway there, so we'll take a big step out with the right, half step up with the left. Big step out, half step up. If I'm going left in this stance, which foot is closest in that direction? My left foot is. Big step out, half step up. 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 So you notice that with this footwork, even going sideways, let me get where you can see it more. Even going sideways, I'm never stepping up like this. Also, to prevent a fall risk, we're never crossing over the body. We're never crossing over the body. There are definitely moves in martial arts where that is intentionally done, but for balance training, for boxing footwork, for fighting footwork, it's pretty rare you're going to do that unless you're intentionally trying to challenge your balance. So let's start out with a little side-to-side action. Let's do a couple laps here. Hands are up, right foot back, left foot forward. Step out, half step up. Move, move, move. To the other side, move, 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 move. Back to the left, move, 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 move. And back to the right, move, 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 move. Left one more time. Move, 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 and move. Good. So we've gone forward, we've gone backward, we've gone to the right, we've gone to the left, and all of that was with our right foot back stance. And guess what? If you're a fighter, you're going to keep that stance. You're going to keep that dominant side traditionally in boxing and other styles of fighting, plenty of other options, right? But traditionally, you would just keep that right hand back. For balance, though, we're fighting for real life in this class. So for balance, to fight for a better quality of life, we can switch it up, right? We want to make sure we're working both sides. We want to make sure we're moving around as much as possible. So all you would do is you'd start out with your stance basics. You'd say, okay, well, how wide should my feet be? You got it. At least shoulder width. And if my right foot was back earlier, now which foot should I put back? My left. Then what am I going to do? Slight bend in both knees. And where do my hands go? They go up high. So now we can do the same thing, and you can see how your front hand now is your right for a quick jab, right? And you can see how your back hand is your left, which comes in with more of a power punch with that cross. And so now we can do the same thing, though. We can go forward, forward, forward. We can go back, 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 back. And see, I felt for the wall with my heel. So you get a lot more awareness of where your body is in space with practice, which is a great thing. So let's do a few more of these. Forward, 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 and, hey there, back, 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 and back. I feel like we're becoming more distant. Sorry, it's a terrible joke. Forward, 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 forward. You could continue the joke here and say, I think we're getting a little bit closer, aren't we? And now, back, 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 and back. Good. Let's try the sides. So I'll get just out of the range of the camera here, and we'll be back in our basic stance. Right foot forward, left foot back. Hands up high. If we're going to the right, which foot leads the way? The right foot, because we don't want to get tangled up. We don't want to crisscross the legs. So take a big step out, half step up. Big step out, half step up. Big step out, half step up. One more. And now to the left, out, up, out, up, out, up, out, up, out, up, and I'll just start saying move again to go to the right. Move, 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 and to the left. Move, 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 move. Right again. Move, 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 and left again. Move, 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 move. So we've just done some great work because we've worked on balance, which is fantastic. We've worked on leg strength. Awesome. Keeping our knees bent, we were able to activate our quads, activate our hamstrings, activate our glutes, and even activate our gastrocsoleus complex. So we got a lot of good leg work in there. We went side to side, which works on some good hip stability. We went forward and backward. So we're getting some really good movement. We're getting some really good balance training. And my hope is you can do this over and over to gain confidence in your balance, to gain confidence in your footwork for class, and we can progress it further and further in more videos and in more drills during class. So until next time, hopefully you'll keep practicing and keep your hands up. We're all in this thing together, and if you have any questions, you can contact me using the email address below this video, or if you want to contribute to the work we're doing here with Parkinson Boxing, Boxing for Movement Disorders, or any other Tribe Wellness program, there's a PayPal link below too, but there's no pressure. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Keep up the good work.